Have you ever looked at your life and thought, if only things would stay the way they are when they're good? If only I could freeze this moment, this relationship, this success? Or maybe you've felt the opposite. What if things never change? What if I stay stuck like this forever? Behind both of these thoughts is the same quiet fear, that life might be fixed in a way we cannot control. Welcome to Buddha's Path, Learn and Practice Buddhism, a place where we explore the teachings of the Buddha in simple, gentle language and learn how to live them in our everyday lives. Let's begin with a small, familiar moment. Imagine someone named Mai. She has just started a new job she really wanted. On her first day, everything feels exciting. Her colleagues seem kind, the office is bright, and she thinks, "This is perfect. I hope it always feels like this." A few months later, the pressure increases, a new manager arrives, there are conflicts in the team, and she starts to think, "This job is terrible. I hate it. Why did this have to happen to me?" In her mind, the job shifts from perfect to awful, from a dream to a burden. What actually changed? The people, the conditions, the expectations, all of them moved and shifted. But in Mai's mind, the job becomes a fixed thing, either completely good or completely bad. When it was good, she clung to it and feared losing it. When it was difficult, she felt trapped in something solid and heavy. In both cases, her mind treated reality as if it were rigid, permanent, and separate. That way of seeing is exactly what the Buddhist teaching on emptiness comes to gently dissolve. Emptiness, or Śūnyatā, is one of the most misunderstood words in Buddhism. Many people hear it and think it means nothing exists or life is meaningless. But in the Buddha's teaching, emptiness is not a dark hole. It is a doorway to understanding and freedom. Emptiness doesn't mean nothing exists. It means that nothing exists in the fixed, independent way we imagine. To make this simple, take a look at an ordinary mug. We say, "This is my cup." It seems so solid and simple. But if you look more deeply, you see that this cup depends on many conditions. It needed clay from the earth, water, fire, the hands of the maker, the factory, transportation, the store, the money you used to pay for it. It also depends on your mind. If you had never learned the word cup, you might just see a strange object. When you really examine it, you cannot find a separate, independent cup that exists all by itself. You find a collection of conditions, arranged in a certain way, that your mind calls cup. Emptiness means that all things are like this. They are not fixed, solid entities that exist from their own side. They are flowing patterns of causes and conditions, interconnected, changing, and dependently arisen. When we say nothing is fixed, everything is possible, we are pointing to this truth. Because things are empty of separate, permanent self, they can transform. Because you are not a fixed, unchangeable self, you can grow, heal, and wake up. This teaching is not just about cups and philosophy. It touches the deepest layers of our anxiety and attachment. Often we suffer because we solidify things in our minds. We think, "I am a failure," or "I am always anxious," as if that were our eternal identity. We think, "This person is my forever guarantee of happiness," or "This problem will never end." The more fixed and heavy these thoughts feel, the more trapped we feel. When we begin to understand emptiness, we see something different. We see that "I am a failure" is not a permanent truth. It is a passing story built from certain memories, emotions, and thoughts. We see that this person we love is not a static statue in our life, but a living being with their own changing thoughts, feelings, and conditions. We see that this problem, this pain, this situation is also dependently arisen, shaped by many factors, and therefore it can change. Emptiness is not cold, it is incredibly hopeful. How does this help us in modern life? Consider social media. You see a picture of someone smiling on a beach and think, "They are so happy. My life is nothing compared to theirs." In that moment, your mind treats the image as a solid truth. Their happiness is fixed and complete. Your suffering is fixed and complete. But if you remember emptiness, you might pause and say, "This is just one moment, one angle, one carefully chosen image. Behind it are many conditions I cannot see." Their life, like yours, is a web of joys and sorrows. This insight doesn't judge them. It simply frees you from the illusion that your worth can be measured against a single frozen picture. Or think of conflict. When someone hurts you, it's easy to label them. They are a bad person. They will always be like this. Emptiness helps us see that their behavior arises from their own conditions, upbringing, fears, ignorance, stress. This doesn't mean we accept abuse or never set boundaries. It means we see the other person as a changing process, not a monster carved in stone. That insight opens the door to compassion. We can respond firmly, wisely, and still wish them healing. Emptiness also lightens the pressure we put on ourselves. If self is empty of a fixed core, then you are not trapped by your past. You are a living, changing flow of thoughts, feelings, and choices. The you of next year, next month, even the next breath, does not have to be exactly the same as the you of yesterday. Understanding emptiness in this way reduces self-judgment and opens space for growth. So how can we begin to practice with emptiness in a simple daily way? One practice is to gently add the phrase, "This too is made of conditions," when you feel stuck. When a strong emotion arises, anger, jealousy, fear, you can pause and silently say, "This feeling is made of conditions." Maybe you are tired, hungry, stressed, reminded of an old wound. Seeing your emotion as conditioned doesn't make it vanish instantly, but it helps you hold it more lightly. You are no longer saying, "This is who I am," but "This is something arising in me because of causes and conditions, and it will pass." Another practice is to look for connections instead of isolated objects. When you drink a glass of water, you might pause for a moment and reflect. This water was once rain, clouds, oceans. It has traveled through rivers and pipes. Many hands built the systems that brought it to you. You too are breathing air that plants and trees help create. Your meal, your clothes, your phone, none of these exist by themselves. They are all woven from countless lives and efforts. This contemplation, even for a few seconds, can awaken deep gratitude and a sense that we are all part of a vast, interdependent reality. This is emptiness seen as fullness. Because nothing exists alone, everything is connected. As you let these reflections sink in, imagine calm images. A spiderweb covered in morning dew, each droplet reflecting the whole. A forest where roots, soil, air, and light work together. A person sitting quietly, feeling the breath move in and out, realizing that body, mind, and world are not truly separate. Emptiness is not darkness. It is like a clear sky where the clouds of rigid ideas have thinned, giving space for wisdom and compassion to shine. When we live with some understanding of emptiness, we cling less tightly. We still love, work, study, and care, but with a lighter grip. We still feel sadness when things change or end, but we are less shocked, less betrayed by impermanence. We begin to trust that, because everything is changing and interdependent, growth and healing are always possible. There is a famous line from the Heart Sutra that says, "Form is emptiness, emptiness is form." It points to a beautiful paradox. Things are empty of a separate, fixed self, and precisely because of that, they can appear, change, and function. Emptiness is not somewhere else. It is the true nature of this very life. If this reflection on emptiness has brought you a little more clarity, calm, or curiosity, I warmly invite you to keep walking this path with us. Please, like this video, share it with anyone who might benefit from a softer, freer way of seeing, and subscribe to Buddha's Path. Learn and practice Buddhism so that together we can spread the wisdom of the Dharma and gently nurture peace and compassion in ourselves and in the world. May the understanding that nothing is fixed, everything is possible, help you loosen your fears, open your heart, and walk forward with trust.